What it's worth, I just want to note I just bought a little more workhorse right here at our support line. I bought at 1645, which was the second I saw a reversal off the support line. Doing well so far, but here's a quick update on my trade. I added to my position right here. We'll see how this goes, but for now, let's talk crypto. Hey everyone, me Kevin here. A lot of price action on cryptocurrencies today, and I want to talk to you about some of my trading strategies and how I'm building out my portfolio back, because a lot of you know I sold the vast majority of my cryptocurrency in between our big two peak pricing dates, which I predicted back in January. It was January 6th. That was Capitol Hill Day. You can see I'm wearing the same suit. But take a look at this, folks. This was the day in a course member live stream I predicted the two peaks of PTC. And so I have closed down those positions, but I've been buying back in. And I want to talk to you about why I'm buying back in and how I'm buying back in, how I'm building this strategy out so you could see my buys. You can see this TikTok at RealMeatKevin on Twitter where we targeted April 13th and May 12th back on January 6th, which is crazy to think about. But for now, let's get into the weeds of my exact strategy and what I'm doing. And the strategy that I've been using to get back in has really been following my trading mentality that I teach in the Stocks and Psychology of Money group. Coupon code expiring tomorrow on that, by the way, 40% off. But take a peek here. These are my buys on ADA Cardano. ADA. Now, I've been buying ADA because it fell harder than BTC and ETH. I picked up Cardano first, or some additional Cardano right here in the dip at about 104 to the 108 range. Again at 111, around 122, and closer to 125. So I've been nibbling on these dips right here. Actually, yeah, exactly. I've been nibbling on these dips right here. And now, here we stand around the 29th. We're starting to see crypto volumes pick up. We're seeing a push in pricing. Cardano right now up about 35% from the lows when we started buying. Portfolio-wise, averaged out with these other buys, probably up somewhere around 28% on just these purchases here in the last week, nibbling on this dip. Now, what's very important for me when I watch crypto pricing, especially the Cardano pricing, is I pay attention to the Bitcoin trend. Because the Bitcoin trend is one that can often give us a heads up as to what's happening at the other trades. And so particularly this morning, I drew these ascending slope trend lines here. And so you could see we've really got a slope of a line here of nearly flat. You know, we go to 7 to 10%, we start going to 15, 20%, we get over to 25, 30, 40, 45, 50%, right? Once we start getting these slopes, we're like, wait a minute, now we're sitting at 58% of a slope. We want to see, are we going to go vertical? Are we going to get that push to 40K on BTC, or are we going to break? We started seeing this happen this morning on the morning opening live stream. And what happened was Bitcoin started trading a little bit flat again. This could potentially lead to a short-term dip in crypto prices again. And if we get that dip, I want to be a buyer again. This is very important. This is the current chart for Cardano. You can see we got into the upper reversal bands. You can see that we're starting to trade down again in the day here. We also see that volume is increasing. And when we have increasing volume and a declining price, in my opinion, that's not the best sign that we are going to stay at these elevated levels. But we'll see what happens. We could get another surge of volume just like we did here. A big whale comes in and buys. We get volume that explodes, and your price shoots up on Cardano. Right now, we're seeing that slow down. What I'm looking for is another dip. So right now, we've got mass volume sitting around 133. This is where we kind of had peak volume here at Cardano over the last couple days here. 133 is a big volume pusher here. Next high volume pusher is somewhere around 125. So if I can get a dip under that 133 line, I'm going shopping again for a little bit more Cardano, especially if I can get a dip under what appears to be this 2-day support that we've created here, right around this 131 line. And here's why I'm doing this. Why am I paying attention to the chart so closely? Why does it matter? Why not just all in? So what I'm trying to do is twofold. Number one, I'm trying to make sure I time my buys at bottoms as they happen. And the reason I'm not going all in on particular bottoms is because we don't know if crypto is going to get another big piece of FUD coming out of China, or another crypto ban, or this, that, or whatever. And then all of a sudden we see the price of Bitcoin or whatever head back into that $29,000 direction. We're kind of getting over the death cross news and fears at this point. We're getting over the Bitcoin ban in China, the mining ban in China. We're getting over this. This is good. Right now, we're recovering. So I'm very optimistic about the trajectory of Bitcoin. Right now, I think there's a greater chance that we're going to go to 40K before we go back to 30K. So that's why I'm kind of micro looking at this chart here, trying to see, okay, where can I time in some more purchases of crypto so I can rebuild that portfolio, rebuild back up with the available cash I have to the positions that I'm trying to get to. And so timing this has been very, very useful. And really, Bitcoin has been my #1 tool for doing this. And again, when we look at Bitcoin here on Webull, you could really see my support lines here being those triggers for me to buy Cardano. When we see reversal, I buy. When we see dip and reversal, I buy. Dip, reversal, I buy. Dip, reversal, I buy. This is what we saw in that Cardano chart. And that's why right now I'm waiting for a potential pullback of Bitcoin. If it runs away from me, that's okay. I've been nibbling. I'm satisfied with my buys. If it ends up running away, I don't have to keep buying. I can end up buying something else that's oversold. If I don't end up seeing another crypto dip, I'll probably end up moving over to some of the SPACs. We've seen a lot of tech take off. We're starting to see crypto take off again. A sector that's really kind of lagging behind, in my opinion, is the SPAC sector. And this is going to be one that we want to pay attention to. I just bought SoFi yesterday at $17.75 on Webull and $17.72 on Public. I am looking for, today we started up 5% on SoFi, which was great, but it pretty much gave this up pretty quickly. I'm keeping a close eye on SoFi here as well. We had a double bottom over here, but that did nothing for us because it ended up going right back down, which is fine with me. I'm looking for the cheapest price I could possibly get on SoFi, and this is really to build out a long fundamentals portfolio position on SoFi. Now, why am I talking SoFi in the crypto space? Well, the reason I am is because, or in a crypto video that is, well, the reason I am is because I like investing where there's the most pain. When tech had the most pain in March and May, I was buying tech like crazy. Now tech doesn't have a lot of pain. We've gotten out of that pain phase, and now it's like, okay, can we actually prove some growth? Crypto had its pain phase, so I bought 4 or 5 buys over the last week here during the pain phase. If I get another pain moment at a dip, boom, I'm going in again. But alternately, if crypto ends up running away from me, I'm okay because I bought, and then I'll end up looking for the next sector which could potentially start running, which might be that SPAC sector. So I'm paying attention to completed SPACs, specifically SoFi, one of my favorites. They do have big lockups coming up this month. And there are fundamental reasons I want to be in this, but in terms of getting into positions, timing into positions, these are some of my thoughts right now. Hopefully this helps you a little bit in your trading. If it does, check out the amazing programs linked down below, specifically Stocks and Psychology Money, but the course coupon code for all of them does expire tomorrow, so take a peek at that, 40% off, link down below.